Hi, I'm Esteban Quintero, and today I want to tell you how I overcome my fear of haze. So, when I was a child, I have very strong fear of haze. Even standing on a chair make me legs shake. So I always avoided tall place, and I feel embarrassed when my friends is to invite me to climb something or try an activity that involve hate. However, everything changed in one summer, one vacation that I decided that I didn't want to live with that fear anymore. So it all started 2 years ago during a weekend try into a small town with my cousins. So they wanted to visit a famous local point on a top of a big hill. So first I said no because I imagined the hate and my hair started raising, of course. But then I realized it, and I think that it was tired of always saying no and missing good experience. No, so I decided to go with them. And when we arrived to the place, the hill looked taller than I aspect, and the path was long, and the higher we went, the more nervous I felt. At one moment, I even thought about going back, but my conscience encouraged me, so they told me that to take the deep breaths and focus on each small step. So pace by pace, I started to feel more confident, and after a few minutes, I realized it, and I think that it was actually enjoying the view, and the wine felt calm, and the scale looked huge, hook, and even though I was still scared, I kept walking. And when we finally reached the top, and something incredible happened. Instead of fear, I feel proud, and I looking out at the top on the and for the first panic, I feel strong. In that moment, I understood that facing my fear, of course, wasn't impossible. I just required patience and courage, and saying that a day I have tried other activities that involve heights. And last year I even tried a small sleeping, and I enjoyed it a lot. It wasn't easy, but every experience helped me feel brave, of course. So I think that in conclusion, overcoming my fear of haze taught me an important lesson, that is a fear looks bigger when we avoid them, but they become smaller when we face them step by step, of course. Now, whenever I feel scared of something new, I remember that day and one on the hill, and how I surprised myself, and I realized that courage isn't about not feeling fear, it's about moving forward, and even when you are afraid. So that's it. No more. Thank you for listening, and no.